Ah, the 80s. Gordon Gekko, Perms and Betamax. The days before health and safety when motorsport was motorsport. The last era of the legendary Group B Rally Series, when drivers mended their own cars and spectators showed us exactly how natural selection works. Group B birthed Audi's S1 Quattro, which displayed levels of power and traction never before seen in rallying. And while production Audis of today don't breathe fire or feature epic aero overhangs, Audi still felt that one modern car was worthy of wearing that S1 badge.
So I've had my hair faded, I've moisturised and I've got my tight jeans on. And you might think that that's essential to owning an Audi A1, but don't get mixed up. The Audi S1's a proper driving car.
The S1 Sportback features a 2-litre turbocharged inline 4, making 370 Newton meters and 228 brake horsepower.
So here we are in the 2016 Audi S1. Now, I think we can safely say that this car carries a lot of weight with that badge, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. I mean, obviously Audi have just gone, I don't know what I'm saying actually.
You're half asleep today, aren't you? I mean, honestly, sorry about this.
I don't know why Audi have put that badge on, to be honest, because it's not like the Quattro hatchback type of a coupe thing from back in the day, is it?
But it is a Quattro hatchback.
No, I didn't mean hatchback.
What's the other about?
I meant coupe.
Right, yeah, it's not a coupe, definitely not, no. It's a hatchback. Wow, right. God, so you just shut up, right? I'll just talk.
This 1400kg Super Mini was, until the recent release of Toyota's GR Yaris, the only car in its class to offer four-wheel drive, and still offers a slightly cheaper and arguably better built alternative to the Japs' rally car for the road. I used to be obsessed with four-wheel drive cars when I was younger.
Yeah,
I wouldn't buy a car unless it were four-wheel drive because I had this thing in my head that when it snowed I wanted to go out drifting.
Yeah.
So I'd only buy, well, what can you get, like when you're young, like R32s,
yeah,
and S-line Audi's Quattros, or
yeah.
S-Audi Quattros.
Yeah.
But I would have loved this when I was younger, to be honest. This would have been right up my street.
Yeah.
Would have been out in the snow in it, doing donuts and that.
Proper civil.
Yeah, yeah.
The steering's very numb.
Is it?
Yeah, like you just got no road feel at all.
Right.
Like I feel like it's electric. Obviously, it's electric steering because nobody makes cars with hydraulic steering anymore.
No, unfortunately not.
It is a bit numb. It's just a bit too easy to turn.
That's the criticism that I had of the S3 when I drove the S3.
Yeah.
It's obviously an Audi thing.
We've got a 0 to 60 time of 5.9 seconds, which, like you say, for a car of this class is pretty respectable.
Yeah.
And we've got a limited top speed of 155.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, do you need to go more than 155? Not really.
You can't go 100 mile an hour anywhere anymore without getting a ticket.
Well, it can put it down. It really can put it down. Sounds good, actually.
Yeah.
I quite like the way it sounds. Brakes are good. Brakes are very efficient. Really, really good.
And there's not a lot of weight to stop, is there?
Yeah, nice.
Mind you, there's just two fatties in here, though.
Yeah, well, pubs are back open now, aren't they?
Yeah.
Belly's creeping up.
Skinful. As we go past all the runners.
I know.
Get in, pub lads. Don't slip at all, does it?
No. And there's no torque steer either.
No, is it not?
Not at all.
slip. Would you get torque steer with a four-wheel drive?
Well, no, you wouldn't know. But it's the thing with these Quattros, the Haldex system, is it's only four-wheel drive when it needs it.
Right, I see. So
it's obviously very good at doing what it needs to do to get the slip under control, and obviously it neutralises that torque steer for you as well.
It also lets you know whenever you've exceeded the speed limit, which I think is really nice of it.
Or annoying.
It is quick. It's Golf GTI quick.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that says a lot, doesn't it? For a car that's cheaper.
Golf GTI quick, four-wheel drive, cheaper.
And it's
lighter.
Yeah. And probably just about as practical. I mean, the boot won't be as big, will it?
Nah.
This car takes the crown for the most expensive, like, hot hatch going.
Yeah.
Like a super hot hatch, like, you know, mini hot hatchbacks. Like, it's more expensive than the Polo, which is probably number 2. You know, 25 grand for one of these new it's a lot of money for essentially the smallest car in Audi's lineup.
Yeah.
You know,
and obviously Audi don't make this anymore, because what I think happened with this car is because it's a Quattro. It's the only car in this class to be a Quattro as well, to have four-wheel drive.
Yes.
And obviously Audi didn't make a right lot of money on it because, you know, they had to redesign the whole back end to fit, you know, a drive system at the back.
Yeah.
I mean, props to Audi for doing that in this class of car, to be honest.
I agree. And only fitting a manual box.
Yeah.
Like, that's a big statement.
You can get a fast A1 now, can't you?
Yeah.
Which is like, what do they call it, like a 40?
Oh, I don't know, I mean, God knows. I mean, Audi, it's like
I don't know what
is
they've
it?
done now.
They do a 2.5, a 30, a 35, a 40, and then there's TFSI.
I know you can get a 40 TFSI A1, but it's not a manual.
S-line, and is it on paddles?
It's on paddles, and I bet it weighs an absolute ton. Well, more than a ton, obviously.
I mean, in any other car this size would have slipped around that corner. I was really pushing it then, and it just won't slip at all. I really like it, you know.
Yeah.
I really like it. Yeah.
It's so. See what shirt first, were you?
I just wasn't sure because it was an A1.
Yeah.
You know, and I know it's not an A1, it's an S1, and you know you've got to respect that. And you know, there's an element of it's been pumped up a bit. You know, it's a bad boy version, isn't it? But they've done a proper good job of it.
Yeah, I think if you want a car in this class, this is the one to go for.
Yeah,
isn't it?
Yeah,
without a doubt.
Yeah, I mean, you need to get in and drive it.
I'll have a quick
And obviously, you coming out of a Polo GTI, what's yours? A 20 plate, 19 plate.
Yeah.
So like, similar era.
Yeah.
Like, it'd be interesting to see what you think of it.
Yeah.
But for me, this is more capable than the Mark 7 Golf GTI.
Really?
Definitely in the corners, 100%.
Right.
It's a proper good car.
Have a pull in down here, then I'll have a quick bash.
Wow. Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
Yeah, you can instantly feel the Quattro system.
Yep.
No slip at all.
Not at all.
Oh, I loved this when I was younger, you know. I think now this size of car's not really my cup of tea, but it's good, I like it.
It's good, isn't it? You feel confident in it straight away.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, that's one thing it does give you, is a lot of confidence.
The brakes are perfect.
Brakes are brilliant.
See what I mean? It's not going anywhere, that is it?
No.
It's pedal.
There's no understeer. Audi, I've totally got rid of understeer in this, which is, if they've not done anything else, at least they've done that.
I think it's very competent in the corners. It's very quick. It's well finished. It looks nice. It's easy to drive.
You know, like I said, props for Audi for putting a four-wheel drive system in this car, because it really changes the I mean, obviously, like my Polo's a similar sort of size, not as light as this, but having a light car like this that's four-wheel drive, brilliant.
We pushed it today.
Yeah, we had ESP off.
Yeah, and we struggled to get it to slip. We just couldn't get it to slip at all.
Very good at it.
It's really good at what it does, and that ultimately that's that rally heritage coming through there.
Yeah.
All being said, it is because, I mean, again, this is probably Audi's only flaw, is it's just a bit dull.
Yeah, it's boring, isn't it? It's very German, very clean, and you know, like all Audis are, they're just a bit, like you say, they're a bit bland.
Yeah, there's not much feedback coming through the steering wheel, so as good as it is with regards to its controlling its level of traction, you're not getting much feedback, and you can't really feel the car, and it's doing a lot for you, and it's brilliant at it, but it's just a bit numb.
There you go, it's a bit numb. Would you buy one?
I think, that being said, again, yes, I probably would buy one. I would buy one because I mean,
you can use it every day, can't you?
You can use it every day, and you can have, and it kind of, it encourages you to drive it, and it's quite easy to drive it at its limit and have a lot of fun in it.
Yeah. That's where you enjoy a car, is right at its limit, and this is like just on that limit of being quick and usable on the road.
Yeah,
so
and it looks
a good
nice.
street car.
It is
it is a good street car. It looks good.
There's kind of a lot of you know, you'd get some brownie points. Like it's a bit swag in it. Like they're kind of desirable in certain circles. Like they're really quite desirable. And yeah, I think it's cool. I like it, and I would buy one. I mean, I wouldn't rush to buy one, but if I was looking for a car in this bracket, this is probably definitely where I'd be going.